So you want to use Microsoft to cold email people, but you don't know what's the best setup to actually land in the inbox the highest percentage of the time? Well, I'm going to show you. But first, before we get into this, let's address the big question. Why would you even want to use Microsoft as your email service provider to send cold emails? Well, there are actually two reasons. And reason number one being you want to diversify your cold email infrastructure. So if something happens with your Google inboxes, which actually happened a couple of times in recent years, so you don't lose the ability to send cold emails. And so you always want to diversify. And so reason number two, maybe that you're reaching out to bigger companies or companies that simply use Microsoft as their email service provider. Most of the companies use it. And so you want to actually maximize the deliverability by matching the ESPs. So when you send Microsoft to Microsoft, typically you get higher deliverability than when you send Google to Microsoft. Now, what you're about to see on the screen is an internal video I recorded a year ago showing the exact step-by-step process we go through when we set up Microsoft inboxes. And following this process, you would have the best chance to set up your emails in a way that would get your emails delivered to the primary inbox folder, avoid the updates, and especially the spam folder most of the time. Now, I'm not saying I'm the best at setting up Microsoft inboxes. However, this is the process we've been following for almost 2 years now. And to this day, we are using these inboxes to send thousands of cold emails, basically on behalf of our clients, and generate positive replies, generate meetings, and ultimately clients from this. And so if you want to set up a solid Microsoft cold email infrastructure that you can use not just for months, but for the coming years, then follow this process to the T, and you'll get a great asset for your business. Now, if you also want access to the document I go over in this video, you can get it for free just below this video. And without further ado, let's just jump straight into the training. Get your pen and paper ready and enjoy. Hey, what's up? In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up your cold email accounts using Microsoft Outlook, and essentially show you the best way I know of on how to set up the cold emails so you consistently show up in your target prospects inbox and get 50% plus deliverability. Now, obviously, the deliverability would also depend on the campaign structure, the people you're emailing, if you include any links or not. Some of our campaigns that get 80% deliverability, some 60, but in general, as a rule of thumb, as long as we get more than 50% of our emails to show up in the prospects inbox and for them to get opened, we're good. So currently it's 17th of May 2024, and the process I'm about to show you is the process we use ourselves and we use with our clients to basically get our emails delivered consistently and use cold email as a proper client acquisition channel. Cool. So let's jump straight into this. First of all, we need to set up our cold email domains. So if, for example, you're not familiar with cold email and you think that you were supposed to send cold emails from your main domain, well, let me stop you right there and tell you like, hey, no, simply because when we're why it's called cold email is because we're reaching out people that don't know us, don't like us, don't trust us. They're basically we're a stranger in their inbox, and it's essentially an unsolicited email. So if we start sending emails with our main domain, we can get it blocked. Our emails would stop delivering, so the emails that you send to your clients or basically to your team members, they may not get delivered, and you'll get in all sorts of trouble. So this is a great client acquisition channel, but in order to leverage it properly, we need to set up different domains that we would use for cold email. So I'm going to show you essentially how to do this. For this example, I'm going to use GoDaddy to set up the domains, simply because it's very famous tool. Most people are familiar with it. It has great UI. And it just is simple. If for some reason you do not want to use GoDaddy and you use another hosting provider, set it up there, amazing. But the 99% things would be the same. But again, it may be different based on your provider, some of the things. So I'm going to use the tool that most people will simply use. So let me just quickly cover this, and then we'll go into the actual setup. So why is GoDaddy famous in the space? Most people are familiar with it. Good UI integrates many tools automatically, which is true. I'm going to show you later on. Has the ability to delegate access, again, which is also important. So for example, let's say if you do not want to set all the domains yourself, or let's say you set up the first domain, then you're like, oh shit, this is taking more time and I want somebody to do it for me. Let's say you decide to hire us to do this or hire somebody else to do this. Well, if your hosting provider does not have the delegate access feature, well, you would need to basically share your email and password, and basically the people would come in and set it up, which is not the end of the world, but if it has the delegate access feature and a good UI, it's definitely best. Next, basically, GoDaddy has, and again, I'm not affiliated with GoDaddy. As far as I know, they don't have an affiliate program, or it's like complicated. I'm just showing you because it's simple. But hopefully, maybe later on, we'll get we'll see if they have a program. But in any case, I know they have a deal with Microsoft where you can get new Microsoft accounts for $2 per account for the first year instead of $7, which is good. So even if you get your first 20 accounts for free using the Microsoft Startup program, we still want to think ahead and get your domains at a discounted rate. So, and again, if you're not familiar with the Microsoft Startup program, it's great. It gets you like a ton of credits for multiple tools, including Stripe, Azure, this thing. So for familiar, just apply. It's free. If not, just shoot me a message and I'll basically show you how to get started with it. Cool. Long intro, but let's get straight into this. So what we want to do is we want to buy cold email domains that are ending with .com, .net, or .io. In that order. .com is always preferred. Again, if you follow this guide and if you want the type of results we're generating, just follow this guide. Don't start with .xyz or .co or all that stuff. Just do this, okay? Avoid numbers in the domain and avoid this strange symbols, and just use prefixes or suffixes to your domain, like try, get, demo, HQ, etc. Like, so a couple of examples: try domain, get domain, my domain, HQ. It doesn't matter. It just needs to sound similar. Okay. So forwarding and all this stuff we're going to cover in a bit. Let me just show you how it's done. So for example, I got into GoDaddy website. So I'm going to basically buy a domain right here. So let me see. I already have something in my cart that's added, but let me just remove it, and then I'll show you how to get started with this from the get-go. Okay, cool. So my main domain is saasgrowthagency.com. And so I want something similar. And so, for example, the domain I just looked up that's similar is saasgrowthagency.com. So SaaS, just checking grammar, growthadvisor.com. Cool. Search domains. Here we go. Make it yours. It's added to cart. Okay, cool. We don't want 3 years because who knows what's going to happen in 1 year of cold emailing. So we just grab it for 1 year, and then we just continue to cart. We don't really need domain protection. It's fine. We go here, website, no need. Now, here's what I was talking about. So for example, GoDaddy has a deal with Microsoft where you can get the essential emails basically instead of, it's actually more than $7. It's $8, essentially for $2 for the first 12 months instead of $8 per account here. Now, yeah, you can basically get started with this. I personally haven't yet tested this, and this is something I'm planning to test. But for example, for this video, I'm not going to select the professional email because I know some people would want to get started basically with their hosting provider and all that stuff. And so I want to cover the basic setup that applies to pretty much all hosting things. So yeah, I'm just going to continue to cart. One year, all good. Yeah, you can basically use a credit card or PayPal and stuff like that. So let me quickly get started with this, and then we will continue. I'll quickly buy it. We'll continue. Okay, cool. So I bought the domain. Right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a permanent redirect. So basically, now that we got the domain, later on we're gonna set it up. For now, I just wanted to redirect to my main website that is already live. So what we are gonna do is we're gonna forward this domain, and we're gonna forward it to um, my main website. So let's do SaaS Growth Agency, connect. SaaS Growth Advisor, SaaS Growth Agency. Cool. Forward your domain. Perfect. Now it can take basically up to 48 hours to update, but let's quickly check it. Sometimes it's immediate. Sometimes you actually need to wait a few hours. It's very rare, it's 48 hours. Yeah, so later on it will be there. Cool, go to my domains. Cool, and the reason that it's the only domain here is because I'm using another, basically I've been using for the last few years another domain provider, but recently I realized GoDaddy is much simpler for the majority of people, and so I want to show it to you here. So yeah, cool. That's pretty much the first step. Let's go to the next stage. Cool. Right now, what we want to do is we want to create a Microsoft admin account to basically house our all email accounts under. So for that, you would just follow this link or just go to just go here. So you would go to Microsoft and for business, and you would just select this one, Microsoft 365. So yeah, Microsoft, you just Microsoft 365, and then you, for business, where is it? Pricing for business, I believe. Yeah, here we go. And there you go. There you have it. Cool. So what we're gonna do in this case, I'm just gonna do try free for 1 month. Gonna click here. How many people is this for? So currently, we can do like one person. Later on, we can change it from the inside. Cool. Cool. Next. Enter your work school email. We'll check to create a new account here. So I can get help here. So new account. I may actually select my email. Next. Integrate a new account. Let's get you started. Continue. This is the admin account that would be housing all my other accounts. So actually, let's just do saasgrowthadvisor.com. Haven't. Okay, so yeah, let's just do Daniel at saasgrowthadvisor.com. Next, set up an account. You will fill basically your details. Afghanistan, interesting. I'm in Israel currently, not Afghanistan. But if you were watching this and you're from Afghanistan, good, nice to meet you. Cool. So I selected this here for basically the amount of people. Select just 5 to 9 people. Select your country, region, and then you go basically click next. Okay, cool. So on the next screen, I was prompted to basically verify my phone number, and you would be as well. Then after this, you would basically fill in your details. So here, you would just fill in your name, just fill in your personal name. So Daniel. So put in your domain name. Don't put the .com here. You just click save. Put in your password that you would use to log in, and we'll continue from there. So let me quickly fill this out, and then we'll continue. Now the account is created. So right now we're just gonna add the payment method, and we're good to go. Okay, so for some reason I got an error message, but here I was able to get directed here, and basically it looks fine to me. But in any case, if you get something like this, just screenshot this whole thing and you can use the live chat feature to chat with support. But let's see if it actually works and it was a mistake on Microsoft side. So in case you need it, just use, for example, this Chrome extension, go full page or your own one, and then chat with them. But yeah, cool. Let's get started. So we successfully purchased the domain. Now enter the enter username, etc. Quantity of licenses. You can do it from the get-go. So I put it here, but we can also do it later on. So this is essentially why I'm recording this video. I'm showing you how you can set this up. Cool. Add payment method, etc. And now we want to save our login details as well. So cool. I'm going to show you in a bit how to proceed forward. For now, the only thing I want to note is you want to set up a maximum of 20 email inboxes per Microsoft admin account, 4 inboxes per domain, 20 in total per Microsoft admin account. So what we created right now is a Microsoft admin account. So for example, if you want 100 email inboxes, you would need to set up 5 Microsoft admin accounts. So let me actually just go here and I'm gonna re-log in so I can save the email password and see if I don't get any issues right here. So yeah, let me quickly do this. Cool. So I actually re-logged in and found that I got several issues with multiple things like login, billing, subscription, etc. And so I decided to cut entirely that part of the video and re-record this and show you how I've been able to solve those issues. So as you remember, basically just now in the previous video, what I did is I signed up to Microsoft. And I got this error message specifically. And after this, basically, I went in and I wanted to relog in to save the email and password here. So essentially, what happened is I did a mistake, which is I put in a non-existent email address there. So basically, on the new one. So here, for example, Daniel at SaaS Growth Advisor. Basically, I put in Daniel at saasgrowthagency.com as my contact email. And so when I tried to relog in, essentially when I signed out, good thing I did it in this browser and didn't skip any steps. And so I can just click on this button and go back into this account. And good that I put in my phone number, because otherwise I would just be locked. So put in your real email address, basically your real phone number, verify this so you can basically create an account, your admin account, and you're able to access it. Now, if for some reason you actually already set it up the way I did and put in the email that is not existent yet as your main admin email, so what I would ask you to do is first click on this button, click on view accounts, and there you can add your, basically the phone number should already be added, but if it's not there, you can just add it. Second of all is add your current email address, basically, so you can log into your admin account. So that's number one. Second of all, you also want to basically just sign out and sign in. You would just yeah, just do it on this page. It would, like, as soon as you sign out, it would direct you to Microsoft.com. And basically you can log back in from there. Make sure to use like a password manager like LastPass to save your password, so you don't have to like remember all the passwords all the time. Cool. So that is regarding the login stuff. Second of all is basically I was doing it last Friday. I want to, and at the end of the day, and essentially when I was trying to connect the domain first. So I search for domains as the next step. So what we discussed, for example, here, we had the licenses. I decided to skip this step and actually connect the domain. Here, for some reason, I just couldn't complete the setup here, which actually related to the issue that I was having. As far as I understand, and of me not being able to purchase the subscription. So I got this strange error code, as you've seen on the screen just before that. So what happened is the support was not available back then, and so I recontacted them back on Monday, and basically they've been able to solve it. And I don't know what's happening with my screen. Essentially, they've been able to solve it, and then I was able to set up the domain. Here, I left it as incomplete setup because I want to show you how to set it up from the get-go. But essentially, what you would do, let's say you got the same exact error code as me, and you're already on the screen. Let's imagine, first of all, take a screenshot as I show you there every time you get an error message, so you can message support. But just in case, I want to show you how you can handle those type of situations in case you're already logged in and, I don't know, just didn't take a screenshot, or yeah, just want to know an additional thing you want to do. So here, as soon as you log in, you would have basically your name. And here you can basically, you see licenses, unlicensed. So here, what I want to do is essentially you want to click on licenses and apps. And like if you successfully set this up, it would have a license, and you want to uncheck this basically and save changes, because we're going to be setting up, it's the admin account. The admin account doesn't need to have a license if you do not plan to use this email address. Maybe you want to set up the email address maybe for your team members, assistants, or just a different name, etc. So in the beginning, just uncheck this so we don't get billed for it. But if you got the error code I got, here would be a link to basically purchase products. Here, because like the error was that I was unable to purchase a Microsoft product. So you can access it from here if you got the same error, or what you can do is you can go to billing, and you can click on purchase services. Now from here, you'll click on all products, and you would scroll down and you would go into this best sellers for small and medium businesses, Microsoft 365 Business Basic. Click on details. And here you would choose a plan, Microsoft 365 trial. And here you'll be able to check out. Select 1 month in the beginning, because again, if it's your first time setting up Microsoft account this way, just use it like this. If you're already more familiar and you want to purchase it right away, then I recommend just purchasing it from GoDaddy, because there you can get a good discount here. So essentially, this is how you do it. So for example, I tried purchasing from here. I still got an error. And so what actually helped me is I clicked on help and support. I typed in the name of the ticket, which is 43881. I click on show more, contact support, and basically ideally just call them. And you have two options when you call them. You can call the billing, or you can call the technical support. So first I called the billing because I thought this was a billing issue. In reality, this wasn't a billing issue, and unfortunately I had to wait basically the weekend because they finished working, and I did this late in the evening. And so then on Monday I contacted the technical support. They quickly resolved it. I was able to basically buy it, and everything was fine. So then basically I was able to purchase the subscription, and this error went away. Cool. So what we covered so far is essentially, and then I saw that the issues I was getting with the domain that wasn't connecting also resolved essentially. So long story short, why I decided to put this part in this setup video instead of just making it all smoothly and just creating, I don't know, buying a new domain, creating this whole thing and just showing you without any errors, is because some of you will face these errors. It's just the reality of this. So I wanted to record this video on how I handle this. So if in case you also, for most of you, it should go smoothly, but sometimes there can be errors. So just just leverage what I just showed you to solve the errors in case you face them. Cool. So that's that. What we finished, we create the Microsoft admin account to house our email accounts. Basically, we added payment method, logged in. Again, untick the box for the Microsoft subscription here. And basically, I went over the troubleshooting, basically make sure to add your recovery phone, recovery email. Also, just bookmark this tab. Second of all is in case you face an error, you know basically how to handle this error here. And so right now, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to actually set up your cold email domains to the Microsoft admin panel. So how can we actually connect the domains right here? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for the domains in the search bar under navigation. So domains. And here, I'm actually going to just remove this domain. I'm gonna transfer it back here, continue and update. And I'm gonna show you from the start how to actually set this up and how to create this. You can set up fader mail, default. Okay, let me check. If I can remove from here. If not, we'll just gonna go with this. Okay, cool. I don't want to waste time, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just continue with this domain, and I'm gonna show you basically what I did. So essentially, what I did is let me just click Continue Setup. Essentially, what I did is I added the domain. So I tapped in the domain name here. So here it's saasgrowthagency.com. So this is the domain I bought on GoDaddy. So I clicked on Use this domain, and essentially it gave me a couple of options here to add this domain. So first of all, again, we bought the reason we bought the domain on GoDaddy. GoDaddy, like it's a hosting company. Although you can buy domains on Microsoft, it's better to buy them of a hosting company because Microsoft doesn't allow you to redirect your domains to your main domain. So for example, here, one of the things that's going to happen, like is, let's say we cold email somebody and they don't know who we are. And before responding to an email, most likely what they're going to do is they're going to just copy paste the domain that we email them from, basically in their browser to see what kind of company it is. And by default, it's not redirecting anywhere. It's like it has like a 404 page or like not found, and that looks sketchy. And if something looks sketchy, there's the likelihood of them responding to our email goes down. And so what we want to do is we want to set up basically our redirect, which we did before previously in the video. And right now, if I type in, for example, saasgrowthadvisor.com, we'll click here, and it would redirect to my main website here. And it sounds also like my main website. So here we go. So this is essentially what we did. And the next, and so we bought the domain from GoDaddy. We connected the domain. Typically, when you click on Add Domain, let me just I don't know, I'm going to click on add another domain, and let's say it's saasgrowthagency.net, for example. Here's this domain. Here's one going to come up. So first of all, you want to verify, like Microsoft is asking you to verify that the domain belongs to you. Typically, it's going to, if it's GoDaddy, there will be an option here that's they can verify automatically here. Now, if it's not GoDaddy or another hosting provider that Microsoft connects with, it will the best option is just to add a TXT record. So for example, we click on add the TXT record, and you would just need to go to your DNS settings. So in GoDaddy, you would just click on your domain. So you would go to, I don't know, my products, and it will either show up here, or you would just click on domains, click on domain name, and you would click on DNS settings. And here you would just add, again, the TXT records, the TXT record it shows you, and then it will verify, and only then we will go into connect the domain. So what I did previously is I already verified my domain. I just click on the automatic option. It just added the records for me. That's, again, the benefit of GoDaddy. And so right now we're just going to complete the setup. So we verified. Right now we're going to complete. Let me just remove this domain. Remove domain. Cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here. I'm going to click on continue setup. And here, how do you want to connect your domain? So let Microsoft add your DNS records. Since GoDaddy is your DNS hosting provider, all you need to do is sign in and we'll add your DNS records. Cool. Now, if you're not using GoDaddy, some hosting provider, then you would just add the DNS records yourself. So you would click on this option, for example, and it would click on, say, continue. And it would show you the DNS records to add. So you would have an MX record, you would have a CNAME record, and you would have a TXT record, basically the SPF stuff. Boom, this one, ignore for now. Cool, so this thing, you would just need to manually go in and follow the instructions. Copy those things and put them into the thing here. Again, this is what we cover here. So add verify ownership, and then the next step is we want to add RMX, CNAME, and TXT records. So exactly what I just showed you here. The only thing is each record takes up to 2 hours to configure. So for now, I'm just going to go with the automatic option. So hopefully I don't need to wait 2 hours. So let Microsoft set this up for me. Exchange and online protection. Do you want to set up a service? Continue without adding DNS, blah, blah, blah. Own custom DNS. Okay, I'm just going to go with this. I don't want to set up a service. Clear the selection without check. Yeah, I'm just going to select this. And again, same exact record, just a Microsoft would add it for me. So click on edit DNS. I'm going to click on the window just popped up. I'm going to click connect. And it should set it up automatically. Perfect. Domain setup is complete. So let me go back. Here we go. And right now it shows up properly. Basically, and its status is healthy. Now, the issue I had before I actually contacted Microsoft support to solve the billing issue is there wasn't a connect step, and it just wasn't finished, and it just didn't show me this. But after, again, I spoke with them. It worked just fine. Cool. So we did the step automatically. We configured the max CNAME and TXT records. Just press continue. Boom. So you would need to do this for all outreach domains. So currently I recommend a maximum of 4 emails per Microsoft account. And obviously we don't want to use on Microsoft.com. So we want to use actually the .com domains here. Cool. Next step. We want to add our DKIM and DMARC records. It's basically the records that allow our emails to show as authenticated to the email service providers, and therefore the chance of them delivering into the primary inbox become much higher. So essentially, we added our DNS records, and we want to enable the DKIM 20 to 30 minutes after we added it to the DNS records. So essentially, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the DKIM record. We're going to search for it. Let's search for DKIM record. And it opens up like this new tab. As you can see, email authentication settings. Cool. So we search for DKIM in the search bar. Then we click the domain that we want to generate the DKIM for. We press create DKIM keys, and then we basically add the records to our DNS settings. There will be 2. So we want to head back to the hosting provider and add those DNS essentially, and then we want to repeat this for all domains. So let's go here. So we go to saasgrowthagency.com, click here, and we want to create DKIM keys. Perfect. So those are my DKIM keys. Now in the guide, I wrote basically make sure to wait 20 to 30 minutes after adding this to the DNS records. Now, since I added Microsoft thing automatically, I'm just going to go with this and yeah, let's see what happens. For the safe side, I would recommend you to, especially if your domains didn't, like Microsoft didn't set this up automatically for you, I would ask you to wait like 20 to 30 minutes just to be on the safe side. Cool. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to go to our hosting provider, and we're going to create CNAME records for this. So, and then we're going to put those things here. So selector, and then the value, and then the default value. Cool. So I'm going to copy this selector domain key. I'm going to refresh this since Microsoft added the records automatically. Cool. As you can see, it added the records. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on CNAME. I'm going to do selector domain key, and I'm going to point address to value. I'm going to do copy this thing. So, and I'm going to select the default option. Just make sure I'm doing this correctly. Cool. Or let's say do 1 hour. Doesn't really matter. Let's add one more record. CNAME. I'm going to do selector 2. Then I'm going to do selector 2 on Microsoft.com. 1 hour. Perfect. Cool. So now, ready, copy this. I'm going to close this, and I'm going to save all records. Success DNS added successfully. Might take up to 48 hours. Let me check. Make sure to enable DKIM 20 to 30 minutes after adding it to the DNS records. So basically, the enabling the DKIM here currently is disabled. So let's actually wait around 20 minutes, and then we're gonna enable this. So in the meantime, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the DMARC record. So I'm gonna close this off for now, and we're gonna add the DMARC record. So again, we'll go back to our DNS, and we're gonna just copy this record. Here's how it should look like: txt underscore DMARC, and then the value, and then again 1 hour. So record is txt, so underscore DMARC, and here we put in the value. Let's make sure I'm doing this correctly, underscore DMARC. Perfect. And then we just add it. Click on save. Okay, perfect. So next, in the meantime, or wait, what we're going to do is we're going to create the email accounts from the Microsoft admin account. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on basically active users. So I'm going to go here. I can just type in user, manage user templates. I can go like here, and then I can go to active users, or I can just click here on users and active users. Now from here, we can add a user. Again, we want to add first name, last name, and display name. The name will show in the recipient's inbox with the full name, and we want to use the, again, username domains. So here's what we're going to do. We can create it manually. So for example, I'm going to add, let's say, my name. So currently I already have basically Daniel at SaaS Growth Advisor on Microsoft.com. I don't need it. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my name. So Daniel Grinshpun. I'm going to select, this is the display name, and I'm just going to select Daniel at saasgrowthagency.com. So here we can select between different domains here, which is actually, in terms of setting this up, it's a bit easier than Google. Now, what we want to do is we want to uncheck automatically create a password and require user to change their password when they first sign in. We want to add the password for the account and store it somewhere safe. So I want to remove this, and I want to remove this. So here I'm just gonna create a quick password, basically, and store it when it's safe. And then I'm gonna click on select the location and assign a license to the user. Cool. So I create the password, and basically after this, it directs me to product licenses. I select my location. Again, just select your default business location. And then you want to assign a product license. You just click here, assign this product license, skip optional settings, and again, finish adding the user. So apps, all this stuff, boom, that's everything we need. And I'm gonna click on next. Roles, user, admin access, doesn't really matter. Profile info, job title, yeah. Department, office, yeah, doesn't matter. Click on next. That's it, finish adding. Perfect. I'm gonna close this off, and right now what we want to do is I'm gonna click on this, and we want to add a profile picture. So at this point, we don't see an option to add the profile picture. It may appear in a few days. In the meantime, what we're going to do is we want to go to this link. Again, you can find this link in this document. So again, make sure you're logged in into the account you're using. So let me just make the screen smaller. Your account should actually be here. I don't know. I need to let me refresh my page. Should be the top right corner. Here we go. This is my account. Make sure you're logged in there. Now we're gonna basically go here and go to basically entra.microsoft.com. Okay, so here's how it would look like. Then what we want to do is we want to click on the user, change photo, and update photo, and save. So we go here, we go to users, all users. Let's say this one. This is on Microsoft, okay. So click on this one. We click on add a photo, browse for file, desktop, select my profile picture, boom, click upload. And it should be here. We just need to, I believe, refresh. Like, or wait a bit. Maybe refresh from here. In any case, it should be added. Here we go. Profile picture, it's added. Amazing. Next, we want to disable security so we aren't prompted every time we log in to do the security check, which is the two-factor authentication. For that, we are staying here on entra.microsoft.com. We log into the admin panel. So we go to Overview. We go to Properties. We scroll down to Manage Security Defaults. We click here. By default, it's enabled, so I want to disable it. And just select too many sign-in factor authentication challenges, for example. Or let me quickly check sign up requests. So we'll just select this, okay, save. Again, just confirm it, and right now it's saved. Perfect. So this is what we did. Now we go back here. Again, we can refresh the page. Let's go back to users, active users. Right now the photo should appear. Here we go. Here's the photo, and again from here we can change it up. Let's basically go back and enable our DKIM keys. I believe 20 minutes have passed. So I'm gonna try and basically enable them. So I'm gonna click on enable. It may take several minutes to synchronize the status. Okay, perfect. Let's go back here. DKIM. May take a couple of hours. Once ready, and just turn on using this button. So here we go. Close. Let's refresh again, make sure they're open. Okay, perfect. So we got it here. Now let's refresh this page again on the user side. We're going to click here, and we're going to click on mail. And we're going to basically enable all those things, especially IMAP and SMTP. So it may be the case that you just need to, you log in the first time, it shows you this strange thing, and then you need to go back and enable it the second time. Like you need to just close it and enable it the second time. So mail, you click here, you click on authenticated SMTP. I'll add this to the guide. And here you would see all apps allowed. Now, why do we need authenticated SMTPs? Because we are going to connect those email accounts to a warm-up tool like instantly. So basically the tool that we're going to send the emails and also use the warm-up. But this I'm going to cover in another guide. So we pretty much covered everything. Last thing I would show you is basically how you can add, let's say, multiple users at the same time and configure the domains. Pretty much the same thing. So here we clicked on added the user, selected the domain and all that stuff. Now to add multiple users, we just click on this button. And for example, I want to add multiple users for this domain. So what I'm going to do is, let me actually remove the role. And let's say I want to create this for, let's say, 4 accounts I want to set up, let's say for myself. Let's say you plan on using outreach from yourself, not from the assistant or a sales rep. So this is what you're going to do. If you plan on using outreach from, let's say, somebody else, an SDR or like an assistant, you would basically just follow the same steps. So the first email I set up on this domain was daniel@saasgrowthagency.com. Now what you're going to do is you're going to fill in exactly the same thing, but username would be daniel.g@saasgrowthagency.com. Then you're going to do exactly the same thing, Daniel, boom, and then you're going to do G, Daniel. So your first name dot letter of your last name, first letter of your last name dot the first name, and then you would do basically Daniel dot grinshpun at saasgrowthagency.com. And again, you're going to fill this out. And the rest of the things, basically just click next, assign the licenses, and do exactly the same thing. Just create the passwords for them and configure the users, add their profile pictures, configure the other stuff, and there you have it. And there you would have essentially like multiple accounts here. Again, reminder, maximum of 4 accounts per cold outreach domain. And you can add up to basically 20 accounts in total under one Microsoft admin account here. So essentially just the other 4 domains, you can connect them. Again, just type in domains, you can connect your other 4 domains, configure the users for those 4 domains. And in the next guide, I'm going to show you how to actually connect your domains to instantly to start warming them up there and prepare them for the actual sending. So hopefully this was insightful. No, this was a longer video, but hopefully you got some value out of this. It may look complicated, and to some point it is complicated to set up, but that's exactly why like you need to set it up this way, because the majority of people, they just set up some random account, put in multiple like either send a bunch of emails from their main domain, burn it, and they just couldn't, like they get blacklisted in multiple lists, and they cannot even send emails to their colleagues or their clients after some time. They just burn their whole domain, which we don't want. Other people, they just create simple domains. They don't configure like all this little stuff like redirect, like DKIM, SPF, DMARC. They don't actually set up the profile pictures, and all of those, they don't add the warm up, and all those details add up. And so the better we can set this up from the beginning, the better our foundation would be, the more solid our deliverability would be, the more chances we'll get in the prospect's inbox, and the less likely we'll basically burn our cold outreach domain time, and you basically have it as an asset in our business. So yeah, that's essentially the whole point of this guide. Thanks for watching.